film a get ready with me video. I love doing these from time to time and just sitting down and chatting, catching up, and putting my makeup on with you. This makeup is nothing fancy, just kind of my go-to of what I'm using lately. I'm kind of mixing foundation and concealer. My skin is finally looking clearer. I'm going to talk about a product that I've been using that I think is really helping, and we'll just shoot the breeze with you guys. So if you want to help me get prettier, then just keep watching. So to start out, I'm just using my Origins Vitazing. This has SPF 15. I do already have some SPF coverage mixed in with my moisturizer on, but this is also tinted, and I think it just gives a nice little evening out coverage. Almost makes me feel slightly tan just for 1 second and not so pasty. These scars, and I don't even know if you're gonna be able to see them on camera, are finally starting to lighten. I had been doing some research online hoping to find some products or even a treatment that I could do while pregnant to lighten scars, because I think that I finally have my skin to where it's not breaking out every 2 seconds, but now I just have these leftover scars. And if you've been watching my videos for a while, I'm just using Stay Don't Stray on my eyes for a primer. I'm gonna do my eyes first. If you've been watching me, you know that I used to never have problematic skin. I mean, my skin was never even imperfect. I'd always kind of suffered from hyperpigmentation, but never breakouts. And ever since I had Addie, and now with this pregnancy, my skin has become just like super sensitive, I think, to every product, makeup, I don't know, everything I've been using. It just seems like it's ultra sensitive and breaks out super easily. But I actually have gone back to using my tried and true Cebu cleanser that I used for years. I used to use the entire line for years, and I don't really know why I ever stopped. I think I just kind of got bored of using the same products, but that stuff never failed me and it never made me break out. And so I started using the cleanser again with my Clarisonic, and I have noticed quite a difference in just less and less and less and less to almost no breakouts. I say that and I'll probably wake up with a huge zit tomorrow. This is Laying Low Paint Pot from MAC. It's kind of just like a skin tone, almost with a little bit of an orangey undertone. So I've been using that. And then as far as my scars, because I am pregnant, I really can't go crazy. I mean, I think retinol would do my skin wonders, but obviously I can't do that right now. And I probably, well, I'm planning on breastfeeding, so I won't be able to use it during breastfeeding either. So it's gonna be a while before I can actually use something so powerful as retinol. So, and I know some of the peels done at the medical spas help, but you also might know that I've had my fair share of disaster with that too. So I found the Mario Badescu whitening mask online was receiving tons of awesome reviews about how it really helped to lighten hyperpigmentation and scars. It's really affordable, I think $24. I got it at Ulta. This is tan pigment, tried and true, going back to the olden days here, and this super old flat synthetic brush from Sigma. Recommended to use 2 to 3 times a week, and everything I was reading online says to leave it on for longer than the recommended use, which the recommended use is like 5 to 10 minutes. So I've been leaving it on for about 20 minutes. I even read that some people use it as a spot treatment and sleep with it. Haven't done that yet because I'm a little nervous. I don't want it to be too potent where it bleaches my skin. Not that I think it would, but I'm trying to be a little bit more conservative with it. But I've been using it every other night, so more like 3 to 4 times a week. And I don't use it all over my face. I just use it on those scars, like my forehead, where I do have hyperpigmentation. So basically not down my nose, around my eyes, but my chin, most of my cheeks, and my forehead. And I've actually noticed a difference with my scars. They're not gone, but they are definitely lighter, and I'm really happy. So if it's something that I can do while pregnant and just help to maintain those scars from being really red and ugly on my skin, then I'm going to continue using it. This is Urban Decay Riff. It's just kind of like that Laying Low color. It's like a bronzy rust color, and I've been using this pretty much in my crease for the last like 3 weeks. Sometimes even when I don't put anything on my eyelid, I just use this in the crease for some definition. That's what I've been doing. I'm hoping to film my Get Unready With Me, my nighttime skin routine that I've been doing. The thing is, I need Dan to help me film it, and we're usually like, by the time it's bedtime, I don't feel like filming, and I know he probably doesn't feel like filming, so I just need to get unready a little bit earlier before bedtime and film that, because I really think I've got it down to a science, at least for my skin and just how sensitive it's become. But I definitely want to share that. I definitely recommend that mask though if you guys are suffering from the same things. This is a burgundy suede liner from Stella Dot. My Teddy eye kohl is pretty much gone. I had to say goodbye to it finally. Shriveled up to a whole lot of nothing. And then I just used the other side of that to smudge that color into the lash line. Smoke it out a little. So, but if you guys have any other recommendations as far as even natural remedies to use, also gonna try some essential oils. Somebody on Snapchat swears by frankincense and lavender. Whoops. So I was thinking of using that too. I don't want to do too much and all together because then I'm not going to know what's actually helping. But I also bought the Mario Badescu, what is it called? Super Tonic. It's kind of like an astringent. I wanted to get the cucumber one and I picked up the wrong one and didn't realize it until I got home. So I've just been using it. But I do find that that has helped too, to just keep my skin bacteria free, less oily, and not that my skin is oily, but just less congestion on my skin. However, on my forehead especially, I do notice it's feeling drying. So I cut back how much I was using it. I was using it after I cleansed day and night, and now I'm just using it once a day, every other day, and just until I can get my skin to feel like hydrated again. For my foundation, I haven't really been using a true foundation lately. It's weird, but I've really been loving these stick foundations. I don't have that much left of my Makeup Forever one, but I'm gonna repurchase this in a lighter shade. This is 128 and it's a little bit too dark. So what I've been doing is using this in the contours and kind of like around the outer part of my face, and then going in and down my nose, like anywhere I would want to contour. And then going in with my Dermablend Quick Fix Concealer Stick, which honestly is full coverage. That can easily be used as a foundation, and doing that in the center of my face. And then using a beauty blender, it kind of just all goes perfectly together. It leaves your face less flat looking, and you don't need to go crazy with bronzer and contours because this kind of does it for you. So I'm just gonna blend this out. I think it's time for a new beauty blender too. This one has some rips in it. It's not even that old. I think I just got it around the holidays, but I guess 3 months seems reasonable. I love doing my makeup in this room because I'm sitting in front of a huge window. I don't have any lights on me. I'm just sitting in front of my window. But you can't beat natural light for when you're applying your makeup. It's just so different than in my bathroom. I do have a window in my bathroom, but it's to the side of where I get ready. You can still see my spots somewhat showing through, but like I've said before, I like when I can still see my skin. It makes me feel less plastic looking. For filming, you know, photos, I think it's good to have like perfectly flawless plastic looking skin, but just for everyday, I don't feel comfortable. Naked concealer in light underneath my eyes, and I don't do too much of this. I just like to lighten, but as I've said, I have some ugly little fine lines that everything seems to gravitate towards, so I don't like caking on the concealer. I just do enough to brighten underneath. I believe I'm staring out my window, staring at snow. And then I go on Snapchat and I'm following friends and people on Snapchat that live in Florida and California, and they're like in tank tops and flip-flops. What I would give. What I would give. I love snow. I love snow, don't get me wrong. It brings me back to like when I was a child, but I mean, at some point, middle of March, like I'm over it. I don't want it anymore. December, January, February, like bring it on. But March, no thank you. Time for you to go. Setting everything with my Lila Be Natural powder, which as you can see, I really like this stuff. I'm almost done with it. And my big fluffy Real Techniques brush. I haven't really been setting underneath my eyes because like I said, those lines, but with just a little bit of this powder, I've kind of been even breaking on my Anastasia banana powder because I just don't want to have to worry about stuff sinking into there. And then my Chocolate Soleil bronzer from Too Faced and my old Studio Gear brush number 11. You can still get this brush. I still get asked all the time when I use this brush. You can still get it on their website, but for whatever reason, Ulta doesn't carry the line anymore. Found my first gray hair 2 weeks ago. That was a good day. My friends are all making fun of me because I guess they've had grays for a couple years now, but I never did. If that doesn't make you feel old, I don't even know. Don't even know. I'm gonna do my brows with this Model Launcher in taupe. I just wasn't expecting to find gray hairs. Not yet anyway. I mean, I'm 32. I guess I've been fortunate enough that I haven't had them yet. Still. I still remember my anatomy class though, learning about gray hairs and how it has absolutely nothing to do with age and everything to do with the pigment of your body and genetic makeup. I call BS. Even my mom, she has grays, but they're only like around her face that she ever has to have them covered up. Found one actually like right in the middle of my forehead. It was so random. And then I found one sticking out here. I got so sad. Fun of getting older. I think I've decided that I am going to microblade these brows probably closer to when the baby is gonna come, because I just think the less I have to worry about as far as putting makeup on, the better. And my brows just need to be filled in every day. Even when I don't do makeup, I fill these in. Not that I need them to be darker or thicker. I love how thick they are. I love the color of them. But again, as I've gotten older, they've become like sparse towards my nose, and it just makes me self-conscious. I feel like my face is like incomplete when they're not filled in. So I think just for that reason alone, I just want to have them microbladed, and we'll see how it goes. Primary Luminizer highlight. So I know a lot of you have shared your experiences with me on Snapchat, but good or bad, I'd love to hear your microblading experiences. I hear very mixed things. Pretty much everyone on Snapchat was very positive about it, had really great experiences, loves that they did it. The only thing I've been reading about, the only negative thing I've been reading about online is that it fades quickly. The place by my house that I would go to when I called her, she said that it lasts her clients a year, which would be amazing. I've read it's like on average 6 months to a year, but a lot of people, a lot of reviews that I've read online say that it they had to get them like redone in 6 months, which honestly at this point, I'm using Charlotte Tilbury Sex on Fire. Even if it was something I had to do every 6 months, I don't really think I would mind that. I don't think that that's too high maintenance to do it every 6 months. I'd much rather do that every 6 months than keep highlighting my hair every 3, because that's why I stopped getting highlights and switched to the ombre. I haven't done it in forever, but when I was, because my hair grows so fast and my highlights would be growing out, you could see my roots, and I was super self-conscious about it. So I don't think every 6 months would be the worst thing. It's not like you're doing it every month or every couple weeks. Still using my Superhero mascara from IT. I do think the time has come for me to get a new one though, because it still works, but it's getting clumpier, a little too thick, and I just think it's time for a new tube. But it still remains my favorite. This is such a great mascara. I called Dan before I started filming. He's on his way home from basketball practice, and asked him if he could stop and get me Beats. Probably laughing if you follow me on Snapchat, because I snap my Beats like every day. I love Beats. I can't get enough. It's not even like, it's not like a craving, I would say. I've always been a huge fan of Beats, but lately I just want to eat them every day. Every day. So I get the brand Love Beats is the brand. They come in like one of those vacuum packed, like vacuum sealed, airtight containers, and you can get them with vinegar or without. So I try to get them with, because I just like them better. But if not, I just throw some apple cider vinegar over them and a little bit of salt, and I could eat a whole bowl. Although I've really been enjoying putting them in a salad that I make, which I did film as part of like a what I ate or what I eat video that's going to be coming up, so I'll have that recipe in there. But I just mix it with like quinoa and pretty much whatever I have in my fridge, and it's so good. This is Dose of Colors in Stone, and every time I have this on in real life and Snapchat, I get questions, and it's my favorite. You guys have probably seen my lip collection, my lipstick stuff in one video or another. You know how many I have, and this is definitely one of the few that I would repurchase. I love this color. I keep it in my purse. I actually had to go get it out of my purse to film this video because it's just my favorite. It's one of the liquid mattes, so it dries down, but it doesn't dry you out, and it's the perfect color. It's like a deep mauve-y color, and I've really enjoyed it. I also have it in truffle, but I prefer stone. This is my favorite. Really good. You can get them right on their website, and I think they're about $18, a little bit more pricey, but worth it. It's like my favorite. I hope you guys enjoyed getting ready with me. It was fun to chat and catch up with you. We'll have links to all the products and makeup that I use below. If you have any questions about anything, leave that below. Hope you guys are doing well, and I will talk to you later. Bye.